This is a very old story, but it is historical. No one will forget it. 7 February 2060. The director of Central Bank of Bangladesh come to their bank like any other day. They saw the bank printer was not working. The printer is connected to bank server. Printers are an important part of a bank's business. There was some technical problem in the printer. After a few hours, the problem of the printer was fixed. After the printer was fixed, the printer started printing the backlog of last few days. After printing, when the bank employee saw the printed transaction, their senses were blown away. They saw 35 such transactions which were quite large. Those transfers were done from Bangladesh Bank to another bank, not from any customer account. No one knew about this transfer. The director slowly came to understand that this is a case of theft. In total, this transfer was 1 billion, which was a lot of money transaction. The first thing to do was to stop this transaction. Already a lot of time has escaped due to the repair of the printer. But story starts in 2050. Four people go to Jupiter Street branch of RCBC Bank in Manila, capital of Philippines, which is 3,500 km from Bangladesh. Those people open 4 accounts. After opening the accounts, keep $500 in each account. So now an employee of Bangladesh Bank in Dhaka was checking their mail. There was a new email in his inbox. He clicked on the mail. That email was sent by the hacker. After clicking on the email, the malware got installed in the background. So with the help of malware, hackers entered the database server of the bank, also included in the printer, because the printer is connected to the bank software. Now the hacker were just waiting for the opportunity when the money should be transferred. A month later, on 4th February, all the employees of the bank were going to go on weekend. Then the hackers entered the system. They already had the SWIFT code of the bank. He had taken entire account holder of the bank on his control. Total 35 transactions were done in the Federal Reserve Bank of US. There was an account of Bangladesh. So actually the Bangladesh bank used to international transaction from that account. The hackers instructed to the US bank through Bangladesh bank that you should send this money to different accounts of Asia. The hackers had completed this works in a few hours. On 5th February, the employee of US bank were processing this money that came from Bangladesh, the same one that had been sent by hackers. There is no point in doubting here because the transaction was done through SWIFT payment system. So let's understand SWIFT payment system. In short, it is military grade security. It is unbreachable. It is for electric funds transaction. SWIFT is a Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication System. SWIFT is a vast messaging network used by banks and other financial institutions to quickly, accurately, and securely send and receive information, such as money transfer instructions. Out of this, there was a transaction of 20 million to Sri Lanka, which was done to the Shalika Foundation. There were many such transactions which the US Federal Reserve Bank was processing. On 7 February, Sunday, the employee of Bangladesh, as soon as they came to the bank on Sunday, find the printer defective. Employee came to knew about this transaction late. It was already planned by the hackers. As soon as it came to know, the Bank of the Bangladesh sent the message to stop payment US bank. By the Sunday, had arrived in US bank. Unluckily, that day in US bank was on holiday. But the computer program in the US bank was checking this money. That program found some glitch in their 30 transaction. It sent back 30 transactions for manual review. These transactions were being done to private company and not to any bank, and the name of a company from Iran was added to their details. But the 5 transactions had escaped from the computer program. that was 101 million. Out of this, 20 million went to Sri Lanka. This transfer was sent from Deutsche Bank, Germany to Pan Asia Bank, Sri Lanka. The employee of the Bank of Sri Lanka, seeing the transfer in the NGO, required the German bank to repeat check. So when the Bank of Germany reviewed it, it was found that there was a spelling mistake in the name of Shalika Foundation. In this instead, foundation was written by actually foundation writ. So that's why Sri Lanka 20 billion transfer was cancelled. This money got back in Bangladesh. So now there were four transactions on of 81 million left. It was found that this transaction was done in RCBC Bank, Jupiter branch. These four transactions, four accounts I mentioned earlier belong to those four people who had kept $500 in their accounts. From there, it was transferred to another bank and then withdraw. So the message that Bangladesh sent was not reviewed by the Philippines. The message that Bangladesh sent was not received by the Philippines because that day was a holiday due to China New Year. It was learned on a Thursday that there were two Chinese people responsible for their accounts. Their names were Ding and Gao. By the time he caught them, he had gone to the Macau. $81 million were gone. The money was withdrawn from the Philippines with the help of casino. It was found that the malware hacker had been used in some attacks earlier as well. Experts believed that the hands of Lazarus group in behind this. While doing the investigation, after doing the code analysis of the malware, the IP address of the hackers and the language of North Korea were used in that code. So, what we learned from this case study? Basically, we learned two things in our case study. First one, before clicking on any email, you have to check the sender mail header. In the header, you will find out the mail is come from original mail, genuine mail, or fraudulent mail, or hacker mail. You will get original mail address from header checking. The second thing we learned from this case study: always check spelling mistake. Grammar mathematical errors are always mostly happens in phishing links. So if you have any question related to this case study, please comment us. We will definitely answer as soon as possible. Share this case study with your friend. Subscribe to our channel today for similar cybersecurity related case study. See you in next video with new case study.